What's up, everybody? Y'all staying warm? It's Robert, Broke Boys Fishing. Y'all know what it is. This is a simple how-to about my PVA bags. My PVA bags, what I like to do, not everybody does it. I mean, there's a million ways, and if you're catching fish, I can't say what's a right or wrong way to do it. But I like using the method leads, the pack weights that actually fit inside there, because when it sits on the bottom and that shit melts around it, it has a tendency to stay more on this. I've seen a lot of variations, but this is one that I like. This actual braided hook link is actually, really, be honest with you, too long, and I don't like where the weight is. But another note, you're gonna have to add weight to it. You don't have to, but they will float. It takes a while for it to take on water and actually sink down. One of the things I've found is to take at the front of the weight, because this has a little weight to it itself, but not enough. Is take an inline lead, somewhere, egg, sinker, whatever you want, and put it at the front. So when it's sitting there floating, what it'll end up doing is nose diving. Boom. And then come down, and hopefully this is packed inside your bag will either pop free or float. I mean, if you're using some of these pop-ups, definitely will. But it's just an old rig I had laying around, but I want to show y'all how I pack them. Alright. It's freezing balls out here in my garage. It's like 30-something degrees in the garage. Oh, it's the only place I can smoke without standing outside. Alright. First thing you're going to want to do when you have your setup, you want to put your hook bait inside. I like taking and getting it close to the corners all the way down, if you can. Like I said, if you're catching fish, there's no right or wrong way, really, in my opinion. Of course, you watch all the videos, and all these other professionals will tell you, oh, you've got to have a sleeve covering that, and you've got to have, I mean, there is some reasons for some things, because tangling issues, I can understand, but I think a lot of it is to sell you more gear, to be honest with you. This is a simple, easy way. I got my dry mix here, and I'd be lying to you if I remembered everything I put in it. But I do know it's powdered milk, a little bit of my corn dye, my coconut corn dye, ground up dog food, fish pellets, and I believe that's it. But let's start packing some of these, man. I've got a whole bucket over here of them full because they're so easy. Poke holes in it, cast it out. If you got a good weight, it shouldn't take long to sink, but you'll watch it, and if it doesn't have a good weight, it'll take it a while to sink. But yeah, you see the place is a mess. Let's see. It's not an exact science, really. Put your ass in there. You want to cover that up from the rest of the line, because otherwise you get your hook and stuff tangled. Alright, come here. Pack it a little bit. Start burying that line. You see that hook link is too long. Braided line is way too long, but see what I mean about making a mess? It's like some damn dope dealers do. I mean, cutting meth up here. But there we go. I'll do it about halfway. Pack it down. main deal I was trying to do is do a how-to and show my buddy Brandon Windsor. Shout out to all my admins, by the way. Y'all know who you are. Sponsors. Admins and sponsors. Helping the page. I appreciate it. All the active members, thank you. A lot of people on the page, but very few active ones. You know, beggars can't be choosers. I'm just happy that we're still going. Still being able to teach people about this. Because I like it. I like carp fishing. Just pack her down. Pack, 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 pack. Oh, damn it. Alright. Let's see. The tighter you pack this and the more dense it gets, the better it flies and the better it actually sinks. Stays together better. You kind of don't want them loose. Let's see. You'll see it hides that lead all the way around. Now this is the part that my buddy Brandon was asking about. Definitely want to help him out. He's been one of the most active, that and Kenneth Taylor, most active people on the page. I thank you guys. Feel like I'm not just talking to myself on the damn thing. But I trim about halfway up. I put this stem on here to give the PVA bag something to stick to. Cut it. Cut it all the way around and save these pieces. They sell this stuff called PVA tape. This is all it is scrap PVA, but that scrap PVA comes in play. I'll show you how to use it. I don't waste nothing if I can help it. Pack it, pack it, pack it. Try to get it packed around. Let's see. Pack it a little bit. See, now you see the purpose of the stem. A twist. Alright. Good old spit. Twist. Pack. Twist. Now, with your extra pieces, lick one end and it turns sticky. And start wrapping. Twist it a little bit. Add more spit. This stuff gets very sticky when it gets wet. And that's basically all there is to it. Nice and packed tight. Tie it on your line. Before you cast it out, pop a bunch of holes in it with a knife or bait needle, whatever you've got. Help water get in. And that's a nice little amount of bait right there with your hook bait in there. Last night I was rigging up a bunch of these pop-ups to put in there, trying different things. But that's the fun of it, experimenting, man. Finding out what does and doesn't work. Oh. Add this to the collection. See, I got quite a bit in there. But it's great. You have your rods all, broke down if you're in a car. You can just put your rods together, run your line out, tie it on there, poke holes in it, cast it out. And another reason I use those method leads and feeders is because say you get a hit and you don't catch the fish. It doesn't hook up, throws it, whatever the reason. You don't get it. Catfish in the swim, messing with it, whatever. If you bring you some of the dry mix, you could actually make you a quick dough on the side, but I bring dough too. One of my favorites is that rice. I'm going to show y'all how to make the rice in another one. But then you got a whole setup like that already ready. Put you some pack bait on that weight. Stick your hook bait to it. Cast it back out ready to go. So the longer you keep your baits in the water, the better. But yeah, that's how I tie them up. There's probably a million ways you could use string, whatever else, but I just like doing it like that. Like I said, y'all figure out how you like doing it. You veterans that's already doing it, you probably got a lot of criticism on the way I do it, but whatever. But Broke Boys Fishing, y'all.